Hi lovelies people of the world, it's that time of the year when we have our best chicken soup. The chicken soup that is gonna heal us, the chicken soup that is gonna keep us warm, the chicken soup that is gonna prepare us for the cold winter. Everything starts with the prima donna, which is the chicken. Normally in a chicken soup I would use something with a bone. There are recipes on the channel with this kind of boned chicken, but I wanted to keep it as simple as possible because probably the time you want to make this recipe, you might be having a cold or something. You want to keep things simpler and easier. So I'm going to use boneless chicken thighs and I'm going to put them in my pressure cooker. With the pressure cooker, the chicken has a smell. Sometimes some people don't like it, especially when you're sick and your appetite is not so high. You want that smell to go away. So half the onion gets in. Another thing, 2 cloves of garlic get in. This is gonna, in a way, season the chicken while it's boiling. And thirdly, something else, I want to show you my spice pantry. I found these from IKEA, which I love. These are peppercorns, which are as a whole. These are stronger and this also is gonna change the smell and taste of the chicken a bit. These are the things that I'm going to add. If you have bay leaves, you can add some bay leaves. My bay tree unfortunately dried up. I'm going to have a new one, hopefully. I'm going to seek out from the hills of the beautiful Istanbul. So I'm going to add some water. Directly gonna use boiling water because I'm going to use it for the soup, adding quite a lot. 1.7 liters would be enough. Close the lid of the pressure cooker. Don't be afraid of the pressure cookers. Turn the heat up. The pressure cooker has some steps. First step, usually for the veggies. Second one, for the meat. This is gonna go up. When it goes up to green, then the pressure is okay. We don't need this big of a heat. I'm going to move it to a smaller eye of the stove and then it's gonna simmer, and in 8 to 10 minutes after the pressure is ready, our chickens are gonna be ready. This is for us to heal. So some of the things that the nature provided us is gonna help us be stronger and be more prepared for the winter. And these are gonna be some onions, always garlic, ginger, a bit of turmeric. I have fresh turmeric. Look at the beautiful color. I'm going to put some turmeric in, and the peppercorns. These are gonna be my army to keep our immune system high. In Turkish food, everything starts with caramelizing a bit of onions. So I'm going to cut these onions a bit. They don't have to be finely chopped like this. It's gonna be enough. A bit of olive oil. You can use butter if you like instead of olive oil. And the onion gets in. First, we let the onion caramelize a bit, but at the same time, we have another trick, and this is putting the onion into the hammam. This will also help the onion take its juices away, and it's gonna soften, and it will also get the sugars of the onion out, which I like. A few minutes like this. Meanwhile, I'm going to take this part out and then take the skins off with my teaspoon, and I'm going to grate my ginger. Why am I not just cutting but just grating? Because ginger is very leafy. Even with grating, some leafiness will come, some fibers will get in, but I like the fibers, but I don't want them to be chewy in my mouth. Then I'm going to do the same with the turmeric, but I don't take the skins off because I clean it underwater, so some of the skin already doesn't go down, so no problem. Same for the garlic. Now my pressure cooker is, as you can see, puffing. I turned the heat down. Now it's quite high. It went really high because the heat was high. When it reduces to green, I'm going to put it to the lowest heat. Second garlic also gets in. This is halved, and it's gonna get into my starting to caramelize onions. Pop. I don't want to kill the beauty of the ginger and garlic too much, so I directly add my tomato purees. Normally in Turkey we also put salsa, but I know you might not be able to find salsa. So you can use tomato puree, diced tomatoes, both would be good. This year, because I was preparing the book, we weren't able to prepare our own tomato purees, unfortunately. So this is almost done. Now let's look at our chicken. Now we take the pressure off. We can do this way. Do you know the second way to do it? Put it under the running water. I don't want to lose any more water on this, so I'm going to just do this. Sometimes it starts to spit out some water, so I have to do the last thing in here, and then it's ready. Allah. Now, I take my chicken out first. Whoop. And then I sip and put my broth in. We have this beautiful 2 garlics. Put this into the soup, even though it gave its all beauties to the chickens. What did I forget? I forgot to put some salt to the chicken. Anyway, put these chickens back. Normally what I used to do is with my 2 forks, make it like this. But I have a simpler way, and it's this beauty. Put it in. If this was a smaller pot, it would be easier, but still quite easy, as you can see. Voila, they are gonna get in beautifully. 2 things. You can, if you like, fry these with a bit of butter and increase the taste even more. Don't need to do that because I want to keep that in a bit of its own tradition. My chicken soup is almost ready. So I'm going to add a heaped teaspoon of salt. I want some heat. Sometimes, you know, heat makes you sweat. Sweating would be good. So a bit of dried pepper. You can use any kind of hot pepper. You can use some hot sauce as well. A Chinese sauce would also do. Now, when it comes to the carbohydrates could be from a vermicelli like this. But if you don't have it at home, you can use a different kind of vermicelli like this as well. Or you can use a bit of pasta spaghetti. I get a clean towel. I'm going to make this into a vermicelli-like thing. Put this here. Wrap it like sarma, like this. Hold it from both sides. Come to somewhere sharp. Towards the end it's harder. So do it a few times, back and forth. And then inside is like this. Nice. This is almost ready. What else are we gonna use? We're gonna have some lemon. The ginger works miracles with tomatoes. Creates a great edge. But when it's combined with lemon, ginger increases the power of lemon, lemon increases the power of ginger. Amazing. We're gonna put the lemon just before the person is gonna drink. This is almost a traditional thing in Turkey. Even when we drink our lentil soup, we put lemon on the side. For the greens, you can use some coriander, you can use some, I think, celeriac leaves or some parsley. In Turkey, we are a parsley empire, so I'm not chopping my parsley too much. Not celeriac, I think it's celery leaves, the one with these leaves, and scented celery would also be very good for this soup. Normally, we add a bit of parsley like this in Turkish cooking, but for the global, I want a lot of greens and I'm not finely chopping them, so I want big chunks inside as well. So it becomes a soup like this. Finally, a bit of red flake pepper and black pepper. Always good, increases the move of the metabolism. Our chicken soup is ready. It's so good. But the final lemon is also very important. So, how do we eat this? I also want you to see what the little spaghettis have become. They are gonna grow in size, by the way, as they sit in the soup. So it's like this. At the last minute, if you want, you can add some more parsley. If you like it hot, red flake peppers and red pepper. And a lot of lemon gets on top. And this is the spoonful of halved. Oh, really heavenly. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you like our videos. If you like our videos, you know what to do. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's so important. We love you guys. Have a great winter.